Long ago, there was a small kingdom at the foot of the Nilgiri hills. It was called Shangri-La and was ruled by a wise and gentle king, Rishi Raj. The king was kind, just and loved by his people. Shangri-La was a beautiful place dotted with gardens and greenery. Flowers bloomed throughout the year, birds chirped and animals frolicked in gay abandon. Love and peace reigned supreme. According to a legend, all this was because of Kokila, the cuckoo bird. Kokila lived on a banyan tree that grew in a garden in front of the king's palace. Kokila was blind, but she had an enchanting voice. She sang the whole day, and her melodious voice wafted across the kingdom, spreading love, peace and happiness. On the other side of the Nilgiri hills was another kingdom called Dongrila. If Shangri-La epitomized love, peace and joy, Dongrila was the picture of hatred, infighting and misery. It was ruled by Jagat Guru, a mean, ill-tempered and selfish king. One day, Jagat Guru happened to pass through Shangri-La. He was greatly impressed by what he saw. On reaching home, he summoned his prime minister, Jendeep. Jen, this morning, I passed through Shangri-La. This was the first time I had been there. It is a fantastic place. It is as pretty as a picture, calm and peaceful. It is like heaven. Find out how King Rishi Raj manages to maintain his kingdom so well. Yes, Maharaj. Jendeep bowed. The same day, Jendeep left for Shangri-La disguised as a hermit. He spent his time in the kingdom talking to people, roaming the streets and observing things minutely. Finally, after 10 days, satisfied with the information he had collected, he returned to Dongrila. On the morning after his return, he went to meet the king in his chamber. Maharaj, I have found out the secret behind King Rishi Raj's success. What is it? It is a bird called Kokila, Jendeep began and told the king about the legend of Kokila. Then, I must somehow get this bird to Dongrila. Jen, prepare for war. Let us attack Shangri-La and forcibly take the bird. Maharaj, that would be unwise. You know, in our army the generals are busy fighting with each other. It is divided into many factions, one opposing the other. Shangri-La's army, on the other hand, is strong and well-knit. Our army will never be able to vanquish it. Then what do you want me to do? Go to Shangri-La and request King Rishi Raj to lend you the magical bird for a few days. He is a kind-hearted and magnanimous king. I am sure he will agree. Yes, I think I will do that. A week later, Jagat Guru went to Shangri-La with a lot of gifts for King Rishi Raj. The king welcomed him with open arms and organized a grand cultural program followed by a lavish dinner in his honor. The next day before leaving, Jagat Guru said to King Rishi Raj, I have a small request to make. Anything you ask is yours, my friend, King Rishi Raj generously offered. I want to borrow Kokila. Kokila? King Rishi Raj was taken aback. Yes, only for a few days. I want to use its magical presence to bring peace and happiness in my kingdom. Poor king, what could he do? He had already given his word to Jagat Guru. He parted with Kokila, his heart heavy and eyes full of tears. He also sent 5 of his most trusted soldiers to ensure the safety and well-being of Kokila. As soon as the king reached his palace, he put it in a golden cage. Maharaj, please do not keep it in a cage. It is used to flying free, please do not enslave it, the soldiers protested. Shut up, you fools. Kokila is now my property. I will do what I want with it. He thundered. Then turning to Jendeep he said, throw these idiots into the dungeons. They will rot here for the rest of their lives. Kokila is mine, and will be with me forever. Maharaj, King Raj will not keep quiet. Began Jendeep. He will not attack Dongrila. He is a peace-loving fellow. For the sake of a bird, he cannot risk the lives of hundreds of his soldiers. Jendeep remained silent. He knew there was no point in arguing with someone as stubborn as Jagat Guru. And so, poor Kokila was kept in a golden cage and given the choicest fruits to eat. But Kokila refused to sing. Jagat Guru coaxed, cajoled, begged and even threatened her, but it was of no use. Kokila just would not sing. Jagat Guru started getting desperate. He called a number of doctors and got them to examine Kokila. But there seemed nothing wrong with the bird. Finally, he came to know of a wise old man, said to be more than 100 years old, who lived in a tiny cottage on the Nilgiri hills. His name was Prashant Baba. One day, Jagat Guru went alone to Prashant Baba's ashram. He saw a hermit, clad in white, sitting under a banyan tree meditating. Though he had white hair and beard, his face was very youthful. It had a kind of radiance Jagat Guru had never seen in his life before. He touched Prashant Baba's feet and sat down. After a few minutes, Sage opened his eyes. The king explained the purpose of his visit and told him the entire story. The sage looked at him for a few minutes, then said, "Do you really believe Kokila is a magical bird?" "Yes, of course, Baba, that is why Shangri-La is." "You are a fool." Prashant Baba cut him short. "What? How dare you call me, Jagat Guru, the king of Dongrila, a fool?" Jagat Guru got up, his hand reaching for his sword. "Shut up and sit down," commanded the Baba. There was so much authority in his voice and such power in his gaze that Jagat Guru sat down meekly. The magic is not in Kokila's voice. The magic is in the deeds of Rishi Raj, the king of Shangri-La. "I do not understand." "I will explain. I know all about the problems of Dongrila as well as the prosperity of Shangri-La. Rishi Raj is kind and merciful, he treats his people with love and respect. Naturally, they too have imbibed these qualities. The ripples of love and kindness generated by the king at the center have grown bigger and enveloped the entire kingdom." Prashant Baba paused and looking at Jagat Guru continued, "In your case the opposite is true. You are selfish and cruel. You ascended the throne by killing your elder brother. You have always been greedy and treated your people like slaves. Your subjects too have imbibed your qualities. I am sure you have heard the Sanskrit saying, Yotha Raja Tatha Praja, as is the king so are the subjects." Jagat Guru remained silent. "How long have you kept Kokila with you?" Baba asked. 1 month. "Go and have a look at Shangri-La. Even in Kokila's absence it is still as peaceful as ever. Love and happiness still reign supreme in Shangri-La, while in Dongrila." Prashant Baba looked at Jagat Guru and slowly shook his head. "Why has Kokila stopped singing? She found the atmosphere of Dongrila suffocating. Moreover, in Shangri-La she was a free bird while in your palace she has been encaged. Take Kokila back to Shangri-La and apologize to Rishi Raj. Instead of stealing the so-called magical bird, try to emulate the magical qualities of Rishi Raj." Jagat Guru went to his kingdom and released the soldiers who had accompanied Kokila. He then took the bird to Shangri-La. "I am sorry, my friend, I was blind to my own faults," Jagat Guru apologized to King Rishi Raj. The king embraced him. "It is never too late to learn," he said. A year later, a hermit entered Jagat Guru's court. For a moment Jagat Guru did not recognize him. Then suddenly it dawned on him. He rushed to touch Prashant Baba's feet and made him sit beside him. "Son, I have come to give you my blessings. I am happy you took my advice. I was passing through your kingdom and it was a lovely sight. I could hear the voices of hundreds of Kokilas singing their magical songs. In fact, for a moment I was not sure whether I was in Shangri-La or Dongrila. I am indeed proud of you.